I'm Adventure Man, Ron Spellman. Just a regular guy filling my life with adventure and showing you how to do it too. Right now I'm in the United Arab Emirates, in a region called Liwa. It's a series of villages along a long crescent of oases out on the edge of one of the world's great deserts. It's famous for its Bedouin culture, date plantations and camel farms, and a series of historical forts. And that's what we're going to explore today, starting with this one, Mezairaa Fort, one of the most famous. So grab your gear, lace up your boots, let's go on an adventure. This is a surprisingly lush region, being on the edge of the Rub al-Khali, which is one of the largest deserts in the world. As I said before, it's famous for being some fertile land with lots of date plantations and a great place to raise camels. Alright, so Mezairaa Fort. Let's go in and check it out. This is really cool. Now, this fort was restored according to the way that historians thought it might be. So this isn't entirely as accurate. There's a dark hole leading into nothing. Let's go see what's in there. Fortunately, Adventure Man always has a flashlight. Let's check it out. Oh, this is a tight fit. Okay. I don't see any spiders or nothing. Cool. Another one of these entrance rooms. Nothing much on the ground floor here, so let's head up and see what it looks like from the walls. Alright, this is cool. Bingo. Alright, well, in this tower here, it looks like. So that's into one of those empty chambers down below. And there's a rickety ass wooden ladder going up. Alright, let's check it out. Ready to head up? This should be cool. As long as I don't fall and die. Alright, let's see. So far, so good. Neat. Cool. All right, here we are. Nice. Now, from what I've read, the reason that these forts were important is because, well, to protect the oasis. All these plantations and all these farms used to belong to, and from what I understand, still belong to, the ruling families that every winter they would leave from these oases on the edge of the desert and they would go to Abu Dhabi, where the same old ruling families are still in power. So while they were out here, remember this, we're talking about 150 years ago, before there was any kind of central government. There were still lots of bands of nomadic tribes on the edge of the desert. And they would occasionally attack the settlements. So there needed to be some way of defending them. So that's what these forts were for, was to build, have a place for a garrison of soldiers to protect all the rich and fertile territory. Yeah, here you can see, yeah, there we go. You can see some of the date plantations on the edge of that hill there. Yeah. All right, back down we go. Okay. All right, let's go around the walls again. That was pretty cool. All right, on to the next one. Okay, our next stop is Dhafir Fort. Obviously, it's a little smaller, and this is right on the edge of the highway here. It's kind of a neat little stopover. In fact, I don't know if you can see, there's a sign for a bus stop. So this would be a cool place to wait for the bus. Let's go in and check it out. So this is kind of tucked away, even though it's right off of the highway. Pretty neat looking little place. So according to the sign out front, one of the things that makes this fort a little bit different is that it has this single rectangular tower as opposed to the round towers at the other ones. Alright, let's see what it's like on the inside. Kind of similar. One of these neat little double doors here. If you don't always carry a flashlight on you, you should. Adventureman is very partial to streamlight flashlights. This is a micro stream. They're small, they're cheap, so you can get new ones when you lose them. All of Streamlight's products are very good and have like a very nearly unconditional guarantee for repair or replacement. And now let's go upstairs. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. There is the edge of the desert there. Those dunes just stretching away. Yep, and this is the edge of the Rub Al Khali. Hopefully I'm saying it right. It stretches to the west and the south from the edge of United Arab Emirates, across part of Oman, and across most of Saudi Arabia. It is indeed one of the world's great deserts, and this oasis is sitting right on the edge of it. In the UAE, hitchhiking is very common, especially in rural areas. A huge percentage of the population are workers from other nations, often developing nations, and these workers can't afford a car of their own, so they hitch rides to and from work. But because the Emirati government is extremely careful as to who it lets into the country, it's actually very safe to pick up hitchhikers. And that's how I met this guy here. His name is Fatah, and he's from Egypt. That's about all I know about him because he didn't speak much English and I don't speak much Arabic. But I was grateful for some company for a few miles, and he was pretty grateful for the lift. Alright, so far so good. Fort's right over there. I wasn't sure this was the right way to go. I wasn't sure if my cheesy little Mitsubishi was going to make it. But so far, so good. Alright, so we can already see that the design of this fort, it's similar to Mezairaa fort. That's got the 3 circular towers. Yeah, geez, this is really similar to Mezairaa fort. On the entrance and the towers and everything. So looking forward to going inside and seeing if it's similar on the inside too. One thing that's very different, we're much closer to the desert. There's less plantations and farms out here. It's definitely a little more on the edge. Just checked out the little informational sign over there. It says that this is the easternmost of all the forts, and while the original kind of crumbled and was destroyed, this was rebuilt on the site of the original. So that's probably why it looks so much like Mezairaa fort. I bet it was designed after it. Let's go inside and check it out. So this is interesting. It's got these lattices instead of Mezairaa had loopholes fighting. The little entrance chamber is the same though. Yeah. Oh, cool. This one actually has sort of a ladder climbing up into the tower. Oh, I wonder if I can do that and still hold the camera. What do you think? Well, let's try it. Okay, this is sketchy as all get out. Yeah, these footholds don't. Oh, there's bird crap all over them. So, remember what I was saying earlier about calculated risks? Yeah, that's a little too risky. For today, anyways. This is cool. The old school well. I can see way down there. It looks pretty dry. Alright, let's head upstairs. Hear that? It's the call to prayer, the adhan. You can hear it echo in the hills. Okay, that's it. This was a Yabana fort, and the others were Dhafir and Mezairaa. You got to see firsthand some really neat restoration of Arab culture, especially here in Emirati culture specifically, and my new friend on the highway, Fatah. That was pretty cool. Really appreciate if you hit like and if you subscribe and you tap that notification bell, and that way you'll know right away whenever I post a new adventure. And with that, I'm Adventure Man Ron Spellman. So long for now.